Hey everyone, it's Naomi Shops here, and today I will be reviewing the Morphe. I hope I'm saying that correctly because it looks like it says Morphe, but I believe they say it Morphe if I'm not mistaken. This is currently on Haute Look again. So that's why I went ahead and decided to review this for you, so that if you are possibly thinking about adding a new palette to your collection, that you can get on their website. Haute Look is through Nordstrom Rack, and currently they have these palettes for $15, which is cheaper than some of these Maybelline and, you know, these drugstore type eyeshadows. So I definitely wanted to talk about this and show you an up close personal look at this one. The one that I picked out was the 35 in, which was the name of this particular one, and it's the all matte collection, and they still had it on there. I just looked right before I started recording this. This is what it looks like here. It's nothing fancy. My biggest pet peeve about this whole thing is, do you see these fingerprints already showing up? But it's $15, guys. Are we really going to beat up? It's all about the product at the end of the day, and I don't care. It gets shoved into my drawer anyway, so I don't care about that. It also comes with no type of mirror. Again, that to me is not important. What's important to me is this product down here. So I'm going to go ahead and give you an up close look at that. And that's all the colors that you get with this one. And they're all matte, like I said, so there's no shimmers, no metallics in these at all, no satins either, so these are all matte. Now, I am personally a fan of mattes. I think they look better on me. I just find that they are more becoming with my age range. That's my personal opinion. I've seen women that are older that wear a lot of the shimmer type shadows, and they look marvelous. And I do like the Kat Von D one. That's the first one I've ever really used where I was really excited about it and it didn't look bad on my eyes. So I went ahead and took swatches of all these colors. So I'll go ahead and show you that now. And as you can see, the pigmentation is amazing while swatching. And what I used was, I used the Sigma, and now it's not in front of me. I forget which brush it was. Oh, here it is. It was the Sigma Eye Shading E55. And then of course I use, which I normally grab, is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which is the 24-hour anti-crease eyeshadow primer. That's what I used. And when I did the first top ones, they don't show up really well on my skin, simply because I have a bit of a tan, and I think that, you know, even my tan, I'm still kind of fair to medium. So these colors don't show up real well on my skin tone, but they look really good when you're accenting them. And I used this color and this color on my eye. I used the darker of the two on my eyelid, and then I used this one as kind of a highlighter around my eyebrow. And then I used today I used kind of this really pretty pumpkin color here, and then I used this one. It's kind of more of a gold deep mustard color, and then I used kind of a couple of these browns here, and I thought it came out really good. I think it blends really well, especially for $15. I mean, that price point, you cannot beat all these eyeshadows for $15. And that's why I really want to give a shout out, is not everyone can sit there and spend $60 on an eyeshadow every time they want something nice. And these are awesome because you can get a couple of them for the price of one of these palettes at Sephora. And they're amazing quality, and they blend amazing. Like, I could not believe the quality of these. And I think Jaclyn Hill if I'm not mistaken, did a palette by them, and I never received, I think it sold out before I could even buy it, and that was the only time I really looked into buying the Morphe eyeshadows. So when I saw these at HauteLook, I was like, oh yeah, I remember she was releasing one and everybody was super excited. So I was like, you know, let's try this and see what it's like. And I kind of had it sitting there. I wasn't super excited about it because it was $15. I thought, oh yeah, right. You know, this isn't going to be anything outstanding, but let me tell you, this plays with the big boys. Every bit as good with the big boys. And the only thing I found that was a little bit chalky were the blacks, which tend to be a problem with most of them. If you've ever used the carbon black from MAC, you know how chalky and gross it is. And these are pretty much the exact same. Everything else blended marvelously. It looks so good on the skin, and it just, when I was using the brushes, it just, you know, they went into one another very nicely. There was no issues with having to really, you know, work a product in. And I give this 5 out of 5 stars, especially for the price point, honestly and truly. I don't know how they're shimmers. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 more palettes since they're still on HauteLook's website, because I'm honestly that impressed with this palette. I think it's pretty amazing. Like I said, the only thing that's kind of annoying about it is the case, because it shows up all your fingerprints. But again, who cares? Who cares? The other thing that I bought was I did snag one of their brush sets, and I'll show this to you. And this is just kind of the canister so that you can travel with it, or you can set it on your table. I don't have a lot of great things to say about this, unfortunately. I didn't think the brushes were all that great. The 2 that I will more than likely use out of this, which kind of, it was either $15 or $16. It might have been 16. I believe it was 15 too. But you got all these brushes for $15 or $16, which you get a lot of brushes. And these 2 are really soft. I didn't get any any loose hairs while I was applying with them. They feel very sturdy. They don't feel like the glue's coming loose on them or anything else. And I hate when I'm using a brush and you get little hairs falling off on your face, especially, you know, trying to get them off, and then you're messing up your makeup trying to get it off. So I really like these 2. I may use this one because this is a nice soft kind of foundation brush or a concealer brush, depending on if you want to do any carving out for contouring or anything like that. I might use this one for like a blender if I wanted to kind of blend the eyeshadow a little bit. And of course I'll always use a lip one and then an eyebrow one. These I really didn't care too much for. Maybe I might use this one as possibly a highlighter when you're putting, you know, just that little bit of highlight on, and maybe this one. I didn't really try those for highlighting. So maybe I'll try those on that. These are just kind of you know, of course I could probably use this one for concealer. They are really soft though. I just think they're a little big. They're a little hard to kind of work with as far as, you know, trying to, sorry, I was making sure this was recording. It looked like it wasn't. It looks like, you know, when I was trying to kind of use them, it was just more, maybe if you have big eyelids, I don't. I have a smaller set for my palette here. So I didn't really care for it when I was trying to apply with them. But, you know, for $15, $16, I think it's worth it. You know, one of these brushes can cost you that much, you know, through a Sephora brush, which a lot of the Sephora brushes are garbage in my opinion. So, I mean, you get all of those, and then, you know, if nothing else, you can use them for art projects or painting your pumpkins for Halloween. It came really quick. I think it came in like 2 days. The only con with the HauteLook is I think it's $5.95 shipping unless you buy $100 worth, but they ship it super quick. Like I always get it within, if it's in stock, which this is currently in stock with them, you get it within anywhere from 2 to 5 days, I think, which is pretty good for these, you know, these outlet type stores. So anyway, like I said, I give it a 5 out of 5. I think you should jump on it. It's a really affordable palette. I think it's a great deal. And you're not gonna be upset at the end of the day if it's something that you weren't looking for, because, and it would make an amazing Christmas gift for someone, because I think anyone would love this palette. So do we like I didn't show off my shirt today. I'm wearing my Blink-182 shirt. They were awesome in concert. If they're coming to your town, you should watch them. Did anyone grow up with Blink-182? I think Travis Barker is so cute. He looks nothing like my husband. He's got tattoos, and my husband has not a one tattoo, but oh, he's so cute. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye guys.